Okay, so as we come across the PET API, which is a complete flow that we are going to see, like post, put, delete, and the get request. So if I just go to the PET API, PET Swagger. So here you could observe I can create a new pet, I can update a new pet, update the existing pet, and I can get the status, and I can find or get the details of a relevant pet and delete a pet. So let's see the complete flow. Okay, so post, let's say I want to create a new pet. This would be the first step, right? So if I, for suppose I want to create a new pet with some ID as 1 2 3 4 5 and category, let's say 1, and string, let's say it comes under dog category, and I want to give the name as Scooby, and I want to we can give it the first step as pending state. Okay, and I execute it. So a response gets generated with the relevant information. Similarly, you can do it if, for suppose I want to update the existing pet. So how to try it out? You can try it out like this. You will give 1 2 3 4 5 and give the category to 1, and I want to update the let me just give the category as dog itself, and I want to update the name from Scooby, which I have done earlier, to Snoopy, and I want to update the status to available. Okay, so if I just try it, then you could see the pet has been updated, and if I even get retrieve the information of the pet, I want to try it out. 1 2 3 4 5. If I execute it, the latest updated name as well as the status gets updated for the pet 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so similarly, I can just delete the pet if I want to try it out. 1 2 3 4 5. I execute this and it is 200, and it has been successfully deleted that pet with an ID 1 2 3 4 5, and you could see this for suppose I sent again the get request, what happens as it is already deleted. So if I execute it, you will get an error code with 404 and pet not found. That is the complete flow for a pet swagger application. Okay, so let's do that in our REST issue. So for that, I just create a new Java class. I will say the complete flow. And now, as usual, it starts from before class. And I will have the setup first, public void setup, where I will have my initial code relevant to REST assured dot. I will give the base URI equal to, I want the base URI to be this and the base part to be this, and I can just copy this base URI, set base URI to this, and yeah, I for rest assured dot set base URI to this, and dot set, okay, sorry, equal to, during the copy paste, it has done with the error. So rest issue dot base URI equal to this, and rest assured dot base path equal to slash v2. Why is it throwing me an error? Rename reference. Yeah, correct. Rename reference. Base path equal to this. And I don't need to set any XML or something. And now, so as we know, we can set the request specification rest assured dot request specification equal to new request spec builder dot let's say I want to set the content type to be application slash JSON, and I want to make it to build. So let's go to the response also. Rest assured dot response specification where equal to new response spec builder dot I want to expect the, let's say we will give status code as part of our test cases, and I will expect the content type to be application slash JSON, and I'm expecting the response time to be less than 2, or let's give 3000 in milliseconds, and at the last I should mention dot build. Okay, so it will build it. Why is it throwing response time less than? Let me just see here, less than 200. This is what I have written there. Let's see. Expect response time to be this. Response spec builder. Why is it throwing me an error? Oh, yeah, now it's correct. Okay, now let's write the test cases. So as usual, let's try the void get condition first. Public void test get method, and here I will mention, let's say I want to create a I have created a new pet. Okay, so let me just go to the Postman. Let me create a new post request. Yeah, so I will send it so that a new ID gets created, pet ID gets created. I'm just hard coding as of now. Okay, so what I will do is, as I have all the rest assured relevant condition over here, I can directly say get of pet slash this dot. Let me just do one small thing over here. Okay, now I can just import the static method which is coming from the rest assured. Okay, so now dot I can just verify whether the status code is 200. Let's verify this in the similar way. If I want to delete this, what I can do, I can test the get, similarly test delete, and here instead of get I can use the delete. Okay, and I want to expect the status code to be 200. So if I just run this, oh, I have run the wrong one. Let me just run this, the current file. So delete has done for the first, and then it has went to the get operation. So that's why the pet has been deleted. Okay, if we have done get first, then I could have got the correct URL. Okay, let me just create another one. Otherwise, send, and here I will just create this. And if I only run the get method, this should work. What I expected failure. Okay, it is taking more than this. So let's use 300 milliseconds. There you go. It has executed successfully and it has passed. And if I just delete the same thing and perform the get operation, then obviously it will give me the 404 error, right? So even the delete should work. So it is accepting the status code to be 200. So that's why it has passed. Okay. So now get and delete are simple to do. Let's do the post. Okay. So test, I will test for the post. So what is the different thing or the extra thing that we send as part of a post request is the body part. Okay. So in order to send the body part, we should create a body, right? So given I want to give the body in terms of a string. This is first way of sending a body. Okay. Then I want to then sorry, when I perform the post request on the pet, then I expect or then the status code should be 200. Okay. So let's not give the status code as 200. Instead of that, what I want is I will take this as a response. So this will return a response, right? So I will say response new pet request, new pet, or just say response, anything is fine, response equal to. So this will return a response. We need to send the body. The first method is directly sending the body as a string. So how you can send? I can just take this particular part and send it. So what I am just expecting, let's see response.prettyprint, which will print me the exact response that it returns. So I will just only run this post request. So the new ID has been created, this one, and the name is chocolate because I gave it as chocolate, and status as pending. So it is working as expected. So now the second way of creating the pet or sending the body is like, rather than sending such a big string over here directly, what you can do is you can just place it inside a string. Okay, and I can say pet body equal to what I will do. I will not directly send this like this. I will go to one of the formatter, JSON formatter. This will this work? No. Yeah, this one, JSON viewer. And here I will just pass on this particular body, and I will remove the white spaces. So I want to send this as a string inside a variable. Okay, so how to send this? I will just send it inside a like this. And what I will do, instead of taking the whole body like this, I will send it as a pet body here. So when compared to the first method, this is somewhat better, right? You are having only the pet body you are sending, and you are sending it by storing into a particular string. Okay, so if I just run this, this will also create a new pet. Okay, it's expecting this. Yeah, correct. So I will just run it, and it has created a new pet. Let's see. And it is having a new ID and the name and the status pending. Okay. So let's see the third way of creating or sending the pet body. Okay. So the third way is like, you need to use a serialization and deserialization concept. Okay. So just a minute.